The reason why I developed the model is because there were some problems I was seeing across the board. So after doing this and working with, everybody from smaller shops to bigger, insights companies to client side, just I was kind of seeing the same problems being repeated over and over and over. And one of them was sacrificing time. So folks don't leave enough time for deliverables. We come out of field and then you say, hey, the report's due in 2 weeks. We got 2 weeks to create this thing. One of the key ingredients to a powerful deliverable is time, because you need time to think and form those connections that we talked about, right? And you kind of can't force yourself to do it. Like I have some of my biggest aha moments at the gym, uh, right? Taking a walk in the shower, right? Like making food. So it's just you have to give yourself the time. I've come up with solutions to a deck where I couldn't find the connection between three insights and find that framework. I found them in a dream before, right? And woke up and went, oh, that's it. Right. So, and that's so esoteric. That's not a thing you can tell your client, oh, sorry, I got to dream about it for a week. Like you can't really do that. And so you have to give yourself the space and the time to be a human being who needs to sit with this stuff and have a life and get enough sleep and eat right and be able to form these connections. So time is so important. The other thing that I was seeing was that folks were relying on design to do the heavy lifting of the idea hierarchy, right? So they weren't giving themselves, again, time is that ingredient to dive deep and find those insights and create those frameworks because they were trying to do that and design slides at the same time. So I was seeing in their process this messiness of, I write an outline and then I put all those things on slides and then I design the slides and I see what fits and what doesn't fit. And then I spend a lot of time designing this slide and I find it doesn't fit. So I throw it away and I'm like, wait, you spent 3 hours on that slide. You threw it. Why did you design it? You shouldn't have don't design anything until you've got you know exactly what you're here to say and what your storyline is, right? So I just saw so much messiness in the process that it was taking the short amount of time that you already ain't got no time. You already have no time. So, right. And so you're staying up late and you're spending time on weekends and you're still coming out with a product that looks amateurish, unfortunately. If your client spends the equivalent of like a BMW on research with you, I feel like because the deck is the thing that lives on, after the everybody's drank the wine and had the snacks in the back room and seen the focus groups, the deck is what lives on. And that's what everybody's going to remember, right? And if that doesn't capture the tools that we talked about, they didn't get their $70,000, $100,000 worth out of that research engagement. That to me is not a win, right? And so it's the most important thing, and it was left to the end. And so I wanted to create a framework that would reclaim some of that time, that would enable my clients to form those deep connections, because those deep connections are what drive the beautiful visuals that make it so our clients can see what we're saying. And so it starts as soon as you want a research engagement, you can start on a deliverable. Don't wait till the last 2 weeks.